So here we have one table named as customer new and another table is with name customer. If we run this query select star from customer new, we are getting around 69 records. Okay, and in this 69 records you may see we are having customer id values, and here we may see we are having some records like this, around 5 records which are new customers. Okay, and out of this 5 there are 4 customers having null value in phone column. There are around 7 columns in this particular table. Okay, now let's run SQL query of another table to understand whose data. So we can say there are around 1445 rows and which is having 9 columns. Okay, and for phone it is having lot of null values. Okay, now let's move to set operations. Okay, so if we run this particular query, what is this query is doing? Select star from customer new union select star from customer. So ideally what is expected, it should do the union on all the rows of customer new as well as customer table. Okay, and it should remove the duplicate values. So if we run this one, we are getting error. What this error says, we should require equal number of columns in both the tables. So as we seen over here, we are having 7 columns, whereas over here we are having 9 columns. Okay, so there are around 2 columns which are not present in this particular table. Okay, so either we can do one thing, we can provide those 2 columns in this table by providing some value or some null value, or else while doing this set operations we will just select the columns which are available in both the tables. I am just providing the column names from this table with the column names of these tables, and we are using same column names. Okay, and then we are applying this union operation. Now as we discussed earlier, union will combine the records but it will remove the duplicate records. Okay, if we see here in customer table, we are having customer 1 2 3 and lots of records around 1445, whereas in customer new, here also we are having some customers with customer 526 kind of records, but only 5 records are there which are not having first name starting with customer. Okay, so why I am saying this thing, because since it is removing duplicates, so you can see the number may vary. So if we run this one, you will see there are only 1450 rows. Why there are only 1450 rows? 1445 rows are from this table. Okay, and remaining 5 rows are coming from this new table, that is last 5 new records, and that's the reason we are just getting 1450 rows. Remaining all the rows are treated as a duplicate from this table. Okay, now let's move to union all. In union all case, it is again combining the row records, but it will not consider any kind of uniqueness. And that's the reason we are getting 1514 rows over here. How many rows are there? 1445 plus 69, that is your 1514 rows. Now in case of intersect, it is just matching the rows from both the tables. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, there are only 5 rows are new, and remaining all rows get matched from this table. So there should be around 64 records which are having in both the tables. So if we run this one, let's see 64 rows. Okay, now except, so this except or minus, it is providing the records from left table, or we can say this table, which are available only in this table and not having in this particular table. Now how many records are there? 69. Out of which how many records are not in customers table? Only 5 records are not in customer table, so it will provide only 5 rows, right? So these all 5 rows are a new record which are not available in our customer table. Now the interesting part, what will happen if we apply this set operations with null values? So initially only I discussed with you that there are few null values in this phone column. So let's refresh. If we execute this one, we are having this many phone numbers and there are around 4 null values. If we run similar query on customer table, we are having 145 rows and there are a lot of null values. Okay, now if we do union, so what will happen? So if we run this one, we are getting around 180 rows, and if we see the output, there is only one null value. Okay, so always remember, when we are doing this set operations, it is treating null value only once. Even though there are multiple null values, it will consider only one null value, and then accordingly it will start executing those things. Now what will happen in case of duplicates? Definitely you will get duplicate values. So if we run this one, we are getting 1514 records. That is sum of 1445 and 69. Okay, now if we do intersect, again in case of intersect, we are just considering the values which are present in both the tables. Okay, and if we run this one, we can see there are 65 rows. Why 65 rows? Now let's move to accept query. If we run this one, what will happen? So we are getting only one record. Why only one record? Because the null value is available in both the tables, and that's the reason that particular null value is excluded from both the tables, and we are just getting one record which is not matching with the records of customers. Okay, so that's it for this particular video.
So
Thank
enjoying
you.
this video? Subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching.